How's it going, everyone? This is Yxlarb, and welcome back to my Sonic Adventure 2 series, where we're carrying on with the very extensive Chao feature. In this episode, we are going to delve further into the jewel races, which I needed to make a note about here at the very beginning of the episode, because I forgot to at the end of the last one. As you can see, Soluna's beginner medal has been replaced with a new medal for completing the Onyx course. For completing, stage 5 or level 5. Oh, playing with the rattle. Very cute. For completing that, she has gotten a new medal made of Onyx. Yeah, this is one of the unique characteristics about the jewel races. First of all, you don't have to complete every single jewel race. You don't have to complete like all, level 5 of every course in order to unlock one universal medal, which represents the entirety of the jewel races. Instead, each individual jewel course, will reward a separate jewel as a medal. So, of course, you can get, I don't know if they actually call it an Aquamarine. I didn't even know Aquamarine was a jewel before this game. It might not even be. It might be a translation issue. But Topaz and Garnet and Diamond, like obviously those are jewels. Well, it's obvious to me because I know that. But if you know it, it should also be obvious to you. Okay, back to those jewel races. Exactly where we want to be. We're gonna go ahead and start off with Telfie. I feel like Soluna got so much of the spotlight last time. Let's focus on Telfie to begin with. So Aquamarine, this is the one we're gonna go to. This is of course the swimming track. It's got, I believe, two instances of water or one. I feel like it has two, but this will confirm it. Of course, we have the crab pool at the end, which is going to solidify our victory. Here we're going against neutral swim Chao. That's what they are, and honestly, I think they look kind of cool. They have they kind of have like flippers, and I just like their colors, the bright yellow and the bright green. They're very distinctive. I like that. Anyways, you can see here, their running is definitely better than Telfie's. But just wait till we get to this first tiny little pool of water. Oh, make sure to stay ahead so the wind won't get stuck behind them. But then once we're in here, taking a horrible line, even with doing that, we still blast into the lead. And we're not even at the best part yet. We still have the crab pool to look forward to. Am I playing tricks on me? Yeah, I thought one of the swimming Chao out there couldn't even sprint. I guess I was wrong. But yeah, as you can see, this is a very short track. Just like most of the jewel race tracks, obviously Onyx is a little longer, at about 140, at least where my Chao are at right now. But then Diamond is very extensive. Just look at it, we're just eating this pool up. It's just gone. We're just donezo. And well, second place is pretty near us. No one else is. And as long as we don't trip, this is going to be a very easy victory. Let's see. Is this the one that does it to you? No. One of the tracks, I think it might be Topaz, forces you to look directly behind the Chao as you're approaching the finish line, so you don't know exactly when to use your final boost, but there you go. We got our Aquamarine Badge, which, again, I'm not sure if that's an actual badge, but we made it through. We did it. Oh, yes, we did it. We unlocked the Sonic doll, which is so cool. That's a fun little toy. You can see your Chao playing with it on occasion, just like with the toy car or the rattle or anything else. It's great because, it's kind of like, almost like a little Easter egg. It's an item you can pick up in the stage constantly with your Chao. So it's nice that they can finally get one to take back to the actual garden with them. So there you go. I like the jewels being used as medals because they're just, nice and simple. And because there's so many of them, there's 6 different ones, you can almost certainly get one that matches like the color scheme of your Chao. And I think Aquamarine works really well for Telfie here, but I think the beginner badge also worked really well, the beginner medal. But now, moving on to Topaz. We're not going to stick with Aquamarine for very long because we have to go kick some flying ass. This is, of course, the flying course, and as you can see there, number 6 is a Knight's Chao. Now, you all might know Knights. If you're Sega fans, you probably know who Knights is. He or she, actually, I'm pretty sure in canon, he or she is referred to as both genders. So it's not totally clear, at least not to me. I've never been a huge Knights fan. I've never played the Into Dream, whatever the game is called. I don't know very much about Knights. Pretty much the extent of my knowledge as to Knights as a character is his or her references in Sonic games. Like in Sonic Riders being like a playable character, in Sonic Adventure DX, seeing knights in one of like the pinball games, mini games. You know, just things like that. I really don't know very much about the character itself, but there's a Chao which is, you know, based on the character, which is really cool. Speaking of that, that's something I should probably address right now. Oh, here comes the Knight's Chao. Run! So as we've seen, and as we know so far, there's a Sonic Chao, a Shadow Chao, and a Knight's Chao. Those are actually the only 3 character Chao that you can get by default in any Sonic Adventure 2 game. There are other character Chao, specifically a Tails Chao, a Knuckles Chao, and an Amy Chao, which are all very adorable, very cool, and I love them. Unfortunately, there are no more legitimate ways to obtain either the Knuckles or Amy Chao without, you know, modding. You can't get them legit at all. See, this is what I'm talking about. You can't see where the finish line is because they're looking behind you. I guess you could look at the map. But anyway, there's our Topaz badge, and I'll carry on with the, you know, the other character Chao here in a moment. I just want to see what we get for our trouble. Oh God, the Broom. Oh yeah, honestly, I feel like one of my cousins when I was younger told me that the Broom would let the Chao kind of fly around like a witch, you know, on a broomstick. I don't think that's the case. I think it just allows them to clean. That's not a very fun toy there, Sega. I'm a little disappointed in you for that one, but the badge, you know, looks pretty cool. I don't think its shape is as cool as kind of the teardrop look of the Aquamarine, but still, you know, the color's nice. Also, it doesn't go as well with Telfie's color scheme, but what are you gonna do? He's a good flyer, so he has to get the flying badge. It's that simple. But as I was saying, so you can't get either of them legitimately anymore. Those 2, as well as the Tails Chao, were all available via, you know, exclusive, Japanese exclusive events back in the day. Because I'm pretty sure they were Japanese exclusive. I've never heard of them occurring in the United States. Apparently, the Tails Chao you can still technically get legitimately. I can't remember what the game is. It's some, you know, other Sega game, presumably. Some really old Sega game where I guess it contains a code or something like that. Or if you have like a save file on your memory card, then you can like your GameCube will detect that and then give you a Tails Chao. I don't know exactly how it works, if I'm totally honest. I just know you can still technically get it that way. The problem is that game costs hundreds of dollars. So, and I don't know if it works kind of like with Celebi from that one demo disc on the GameCube. You know, the one weird, like, legit way you can get Celebi, or was it Celebi or Jirachi? Honestly, I've forgotten. But anyway, where you can only get one per disc. I don't know if that's how it works, or if you can get infinite codes for Tails Chao out of it. I don't know that, but even if that's not the case, even if that is the case, where you can get an infinite number of Tails Chao from the disc, you still have to spend hundreds of dollars potentially on an outdated old game. And yeah, that's not something I'm willing to do. Plus, I like my Dark Chao. I just wish I could get all those character Chao. They should release that as a DLC, honestly. Anyway, rant over. Time to move on with Soluna, who is going to help us big time in the following 2 tracks. We have got Peridot, which is of course a pure running track. That should be an absolute cakewalk for Soluna here. Go ahead and drink some water. Oh, baby. That's good stuff. Actually, I'll be right back. And we're back, about to face off against some neutral running Chao. One of which is very close to looking like Sonic, but not quite a Sonic Chao. Number 4 kind of looks like Sonic, same thing with number 7, at least in terms of color scheme, but they're not quite the right shape. Looks like they went a different route. But, yeah, no, my computer almost died. I had to go get the charger. I forgot I didn't have it plugged in, so we're good to go now, though. Let's see, I'm going to try to avoid using Boost for now, just to kind of see what happens against this blue guy, because obviously we have so much Boost, we can just use that for the rest of the race and we'd be fine. I think we're pulling ahead, even without the Boost. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? Our running is pretty much maxed out. We can't get much better than we are right now, so yeah. It is what it is. Oh! Things have gotten interesting. So interesting that I've forgotten how to speak. Now let's leave off the boost button. Don't touch it, and just see what happens here when it's really close. Yeah, Soluna's pulling ahead once more. Wow, she is just so good. so good. But of course, here at the end, it makes no sense to not use boost. So just go for it. Go for it, Soluna. Don't use it all, just in case we fall into a pit. Wow. That was incredible. Wow, that was insane. Good work, Soluna. And there you go. You got your Peridot. Not that I don't think I've ever even seen that in real life. I don't really know what it is, if I'm honest. Again, just know it's a jewel. Aw, cute little book. It says something in Japanese, obviously, on the cover. I don't know what it says. That's something I'd like to, probably look into. If one of you knows what that says on the front, be my guest. Please tell me what it says, because I'm really interested now. I never noticed that back in the day. Anyway, we've got one more jewel race that we're going to be able to accomplish. Like I told you, Diamond is just a little too tough for Telfie right now. We're going to have to work on him a little bit before we go after it proper. For now, we've got Garnet, which is the power level. And I know what you're thinking. Yxlarb, Soluna, if it wasn't for swimming, power would be Soluna's like weakest stat. And also, look at number 6. He's so bright red. He's clearly so powerful. How on earth are you going to beat them at a power test? I'll tell you how. With brute force punching of the stamina button. Just like this. Now, I want to just point out, that bright red guy, he can't even sprint. You can see he's just so slow, but just wait till you see this. I'm so excited. So now all these guys are very competent climbers, of course, as you can see. Just wait till you see this red guy. Oh my god, come on. This is so annoying. Camera angles. Oh, look, you can see him a little bit there. He's just like climbing up like crazy. Yeah, he's kind of the closest you can get to a like Knuckles lookalike. And that's just because he's kind of, kind of buff and, bright red and everything. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, anyway, there's no reason to lose this because I have so much stamina. Just watch this. Boom, 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 boom. And we just take off like it's nothing. And we'll just use just enough stamina pretty much to get us to the wall about. Use a little too much, but that's okay. Now, honestly, we're not that bad. Our power is really not that bad. It might be one of our general weaknesses, but it's not. We're not incompetent at it. We got so much boost. I live off of boost. Oh, almost broke our record too. Yeah, that was great. And there we go. We got Garnet, which actually, if I'm remembering correctly, I was born in January. I'm pretty sure Garnet is my birthstone. It's cool. Oh yeah, pogo stick. Oh, how cool. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Okay, guys, I went ahead and confirmed it, and yeah, the January birthstone is indeed Garnet, which is just so cool because it's red, kind of like reddish orange. But that's going to really fit into the shadow color scheme once the time comes. I don't know exactly what badge or medal I'm going to have either Chao wearing. I'm just going to kind of experiment, see how it goes. But, of course, off-screen, I'm going to make sure to go ahead and complete all the jewel races with both Soluna and Telfie so they can have access to all their toys, their prizes. That way we'll have a better chance of seeing them just while we're kind of here in the garden. What are you doing? Are you just going to eat? Is that all it is? Yeah, you're just hungry, cutie. Yeah, that way we just have a better chance of seeing all this stuff. I'm not, trying to go out of my way to ensure that we see it. It's not like, oh, I'm not going to end the series until we see every single child play with every single toy. No, but if we can see it, that'd just be super cool. So I'm going to wait and see if that does happen. But anyway, guys, we went ahead and completed all the jewel races but one. Same goes for the hero and dark races. That just leaves... Oh, hey, cutie. What are you doing? That just leaves the challenge races, of course, that have multiple races left, 4 specifically. So, yeah, and as the name implies, they will be challenging. Or at least, hopefully. I'm actually not sure. I haven't tested the next one yet. But that's for the next episode anyway, I think. For now, we're just going to go ahead and end it off. It might be a tad shorter than normal, but we need to prepare for the upcoming challenges for sure. Particularly Expert Karate, because I feel like that one's a little overdue. I'm sure you'll agree, because the karate is just so much fun to watch. Anyway, stay tuned for next time, where we'll hopefully dive into that, and possibly more racing. Hopefully more racing. I am planning on it. I'll see you then.